Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Fishing is Therapy. It's time to get that therapy, boys. I'm out here, guys, on the water, man. I'm bringing you guys a speed test, man, on a 1448 20 horsepower Tohatsu, guys. You already saw my first video, but what I did, guys, I added a hydrofoil, okay? I added a hydrofoil to this boat. I was still having a little bit of issues trying to figure out, you know, the speed and everything. You know, my RPMs would be too high, too low. You guys see the clips here, you know, regarding that. And I just kind of want to get everything dialed in where I can full throttle, wide open throttle, because right now I'm using a 9-pitch prop on this boat, okay? I'm by myself. Normally I keep that on there because I usually fish with a buddy or something like that, or maybe 2 buddies. And that 9-pitch seems to give me the right RPMs, and it's not so sluggish. But when I was putting 10-pitch prop on there without a hydrofoil and things like that, even at 12-pitch, I was under revving, and my RPMs weren't even getting between the 54 to 6100 range. So I put a hydrofoil on there. I've heard good things about how I can lay my bow down, because that's what was happening. I was dragging a lot of water, just dragging. It was never actually planing out. I was just laying like this the whole time. And so the hydrofoil, I've noticed, just running over to this spot right now, has reduced that bow rise and brought it down a little bit. So I really like that right now. So we're gonna go ahead. The wind is picking up right now, okay? So I'm kind of like trying to hide in a little bit of a creek. But we're gonna go ahead on the 9-pitch. I'm gonna show you the RPMs, go and make a run there and back against the wind, towards the wind. And then we'll see how that 9-pitch does RPMs. And I'm gonna jump out of the boat and I'm gonna switch to my 10-pitch prop, and then we'll go ahead and do a run back and forth on that as well, okay? So we'll do, last time I just did a 12-pitch, now I'm gonna do the 9-pitch and the 10-pitch. I think I may need an 11-pitch just when I'm by myself, but we'll see how a 10-pitch runs right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and see if we can get some interesting results on this boat and see if we can get her dialed in, guys. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to head out, do the first 9 horsepower. Here we go. Let's get ready to run out. We're gonna run out just to the mouth of the creek right now and just make sure, you know, everything's running well. I'm glad it's not many boats out here, but it is about 10 miles an hour in the middle of the lake. So we'll see how that'll affect the boat overall, because I'm excited to see how this hydrofoil is gonna hold up. All right, let's go. Let's open her up. 11, 12, 15. Look at the bow rise. RPMs, this wide open throttle. I'm over revving. 20 mile an hour. She set down, but she over revving. 2250. I gotta bring her down. Gotta bring her down some. So now she's not over revving. 5,900, 19 mile an hour. Let me try to bring her back up to 20. There we go, we see 20. So, you know, it's 20 mile an hour, 19.6. All right, so that was pretty interesting. She over revved, 9-pitch by myself. We saw 20 miles an hour, but I had to dial back. I mean, she went up to 6,200, right? On a 9-pitch prop by myself. I know 9-pitch is for heavier loads, so I just wanted to see and show you guys how it looks when I'm just by myself. But it's a 10-pitch I'm about to get ready to do, but I'm gonna run back this way with the wind at my back and see how she runs. We'll see if she over revs as well, but she was over 6,200, which is, she's supposed to be under 6,100 or 6,100. But to get 20 miles an hour, I had her around 6,150. So we're gonna turn around, run back, and then we're gonna get the prop change out to that 10-pitch and see how she goes. But the hydrofoil, as you can see, she's in the water, she's holding and everything. I do notice a little bit of splatter right here. Just on one side, and I think that's just because of me dragging and everything like that. But let's go ahead and turn her around. All right. See, I can't even wide open throttle her all the way down because she's over revving with a 9-pitch. So here we go. 9, 10, 10. splatter the trail back there. Hydrofoil. Well, there she was, guys. 20 mile an hour. I kept her around 6150, 6120, 6150 and everything like that because I just felt she was over revving, so I kept her right underneath. So what that looks like, let me just show you. So I'm not letting the rabbit go all the way to here. I'm not wide open throttle at the floor. I'm just slightly below it, but the hydrofoil is holding up well. She is letting the boat sit down, but I just think I'm under propped for my weight. So when I have a buddy, I see 6150, if I put someone on here with me, I think I can get up to, maybe around 59, right? Wide open throttle, and maybe around 21 miles an hour with that 9 pitch. But let's go ahead and pull up to the bank real quick. We'll get the 10 pitch on here and changed out, and we'll see how this hydrofoil does with that 10 pitch prop right now. So give me a moment, let me get to the bank. All right, guys, got the 10 pitch on right now. So it took a little minute to get that on because I wanted to change out my cotter pin and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and run on this 10 pitch. Let's see how she does. Hydrofoil's on. Right now I'm in the furthest back trim level, all the way back. So at 1, and I'll show you guys that. So I'm in 1 right now, all the way back. Hydrofoil's on. We're idling out right now. Let's see what we get here. Okay, I'm looking forward to see what the 10 pitch is going to do with the hydrofoil. Ready? Let's go. There she goes. She set it down up in the front. RPMs 56. Right in the middle. 21, 22. 22 mile an hour. 22 RPM. All right. So I like that. I like that, guys. I like that. I mean, I don't think I'm going to see 23, 24. I've given up on that idea with the weight of my boat and everything. I may be able to see that. I may be able to see that on an 11 pitch prop. So I see my 10 works really well right now. I'll see how it works with a buddy. I may on my next fishing video or outing, when I have a buddy on the boat, I may just see how it runs with him on there. But right now, I got 22 mile an hour. The RPM stayed right within the range it should be, which is really well. We're on that first trim level, okay? I'm going to go back and I'm going to change it to like the second and third, and we'll see how that works as well. But let's do a run back really quick. All right, let's open her up. See how she's going to plane out. Look at that plane. There she goes, planed out. Looking good, looking good. Planing out real nice in the front. 22 mile an hour. We're running into the wind right now. Running really good. RPM range. She's sitting down really good. You can see the hydrofoil kind of through there. Yeah, the hydrofoil got her land, let her land down now really well. I feel much better. She doesn't feel sluggish or anything. With that 10 pitch, that's what I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run 10 pitch with me. We'll see how it runs, like I said, with extra weight with another person. But 22 mile an hour is really good. Maybe I get 19 with the buddy with the 10 pitch, and then I can throw the 11 on, you know, by myself. So let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna go ahead and just lift her up and change her to the second trim level and third trim level, and then we'll see how she runs. I don't think I need to go down to the fourth and fifth trim level at this point. Let me go ahead and turn her off and get her changed out. All right, so we got her at the second trim level. All right, here we go. Let's open her up. She felt a little sluggish already in this speed, but let's see. 18, 19, 20. She sat down good. Look at that. She sat down in the front. Real nice sit down. 21, 21.5, 21, about the same. A little bit less RPMs. A little bit less. I was at 6,100. I'm at 22, 22.2. So she sat down 60 right there. So I think she's running really well. Yeah. Nice. So trim level 2, I actually got a couple of more about 0.2, 0.3 mile an hour more on trim level 2. So shoot, I like that too. So number 1 is good, 2, and then we also go out and switch it to 3 once we get back, all right? Okay. So against the wind right now, as you can see, my eyes water and everything. So against the wind, she did well. I like that. That makes a lot of sense. Against the wind, she lost about 6-7 mile an hour. I mean, 0.6 mile an hour or whatever, but still around 21.5, 21.6. That's still pretty good. Second trim level. Let's go ahead and flip her to the third trim level, and let's see which one we like. But I think I like 2 and 1, but I don't know. Let's see how we feel about 3 right now. So let me jump right into that. All right, so we got her now to the third trim level. Let's get ready to turn her on. And let's get turned around. Let's see how she runs on the third trim level now, okay? So I can already tell she's like underneath. Like my handle right here won't go down as far as it normally does because she's tucked under. That's what it feels like to me. But I feel that she's like tucked under, if that makes sense, see? She looks kind of vertical, but I feel like it's a slight cant underneath. And the reason why I know that is my handle is upward, right? So normally it's straight down. So we'll see how she lifts up with the hydrofoil, okay? We'll see how we feel. So let's go ahead and give her a run. She sat down already. 19, 20. Yeah, she's much more sluggish now. RPM range. Yeah, she's much more sluggish on that trim level setting, so. Yeah, so I can already tell I'm getting less RPMs. I'm not hitting 6,100, 58, 6,100. I'm not hitting that, and she's a little less, and I can tell because she's canted under. My handle, you just used to where you grab the handle at, and she's higher up, slanted up, and I don't particularly even like that from my arm and my shoulder as I'm, riding the boat and things like that. So let's go ahead and run her back. Let's do her due justice. But I think I'm gonna stick with trim level 1 or 2. 2, I think I saw the best, so we'll go probably run with 2. Yeah, guys. So it's that third trim level with the hydrofoil, no bueno. she just canted and it doesn't feel, you know, right to me as far as how she's running. I actually like trim level 2 the best. So I think that's what I'm gonna stick with, guys. All right, I think I'm gonna run with trim level 2, 10 pitch prop. We saw 22 miles an hour, 22.2, 22.3 miles an hour. Let's just go ahead. I'm gonna just put her back to 2 real quick, and we're just gonna run back real quick. All right. Yeah. So same thing, 22. 22 is pretty good. So that second trim level looks really promising. So 10 pitch prop, second trim level, 20 horsepower Tohatsu long shaft. I think we did pretty well out here today, guys, but I'm liking the second trim level, and I think that's what I'm gonna run her on, you know, just for the future, guys. I really appreciate you guys for sticking with me, you know, just watching the video and everything like that. Just thanks for clicking on it, guys. But more than you guys know, I really appreciate all the feedback. I respond back very well to you guys as quick as I can. Let me know what you guys think. Give me any tips, anything that I'm missing, anything like that, okay? I did put my seat down right here, so I think I'm gonna just hang around, do a little scouting, a little bit of fishing, but we got the boat where we needed it to be. Everything's looking pretty good to me, so without further ado, I'll see you guys on another episode of Fishing is Therapy. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. It helps me more than you guys know. Peace.